Hello guys, going live, having some coffee. Just had a lunar eclipse at the time of doing this. It's early in the morning. Just want to make some points for this live. Just understand that most people are just here without their consent. The parents owe the child everything, and they should never make the child feel guilty for anything that's going on in this crazy rabbit hole matrix we find ourselves in. I see one person's already there. Yeah, my father was up and he went back to bed. I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and the thing fell too far beneath the horizon for me to see it where I was in Oklahoma City, the eclipse. I did see it get covered up though. It's like a big black hole was sucking it up. Yeah, very funny. Anyway, guys, I'll just go live for a little while, just for the sake of going live. I don't really have anything else other than just the main points that I always talk about. You have a child, you owe the child everything. And they're just here and they're going to have to deal with a bunch of stuff they probably don't want to deal with. That's why you really shouldn't have kids unless the world's going to be a better place. It's rough. You got to struggle for just about everything. And the funny part is, well, it's not funny. Pretty much always been that way and pretty much always will be that way because there's always going to be corruption. Yeah, I got a like, thank you. But, it's not a good idea to have kids. Everything's the opposite. It's like, yeah, you need to have kids. Yeah, you don't. All you need to do is just realize that life is just pretty much hard all around. And it's like, oh, if you focus and pay attention, everything will work out. Well, that's partially true, but so many things are out of your hands. You can't control. All you can control is yourself. You can't control how other people feel, how other people think. Everything is the illusion of moving forward. Everything just keeps moving forward whether you like it or not, and you just got to deal with it, right? Life could be simpler. I mean, life is already hard enough, so why not make it simple by not making everything based off of a monetary system and piece of paper? Why not make people more happy just by helping them, period? But, it's like everything's got to be difficult to be worthwhile. No, it doesn't, motherfucker. Bitch. Oh, no. Gotta censor yourself. Can't really get too crazy because YouTube will be like, oh no, we'll fucking take his channel down. We'll suck him into his black hole for good, and then I'll just make another black hole. Another one will form out in space. I'll dig another one, whatever you want to call it. There's always going to be people coming after you in this world, and they're going to be like judging you and, trying to find things wrong with you. And it's like, oh, what's the matter with you for being upset about it? And it's like, fuck you. Yeah. And it's like, oh, he needs help. That's what I just said. We need help. And the only way to get that help is to just enjoy the abundance that's already here. All this crap was already here before anybody ever did bring children in this world. Oh, like the Garden of Eden. Oh, it was already there, and then God created man, right? Well, and it needs to find its way back. Well, that's just the thing. It's always going astray, right? It doesn't obey. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? How about just help each other, period, and stop trying to go against anything? But no, the human ego, and there's a free will consciousness. Well, it can all go both ways, and there's always, if it's all knowing, then it's like it already knows that it's gonna fucking go astray. So it's basically just regulating itself because there's always going to be evil tendencies. Animals are going to eat each other. Humans are no different, and you can complain about it all you want. You still got to deal with the facts that life is just hard for because people make it that way. Because people like to create challenges and make other people profit. They profit off their misery, and it's a rough place. I would say that's the best way to say screw it is to not have kids, but at the same time, it's like, what was I gonna say? I hate it when I lose my train of thought. The best way to just profit everything is to not just keep feeding these miserable fools just more slaves to a system that obviously doesn't give a fuck about them. They're just gonna suffer. They're not gonna change the world. They're not gonna be the president or whatever. And all that stuff was just the main stuff going on behind the scenes. I mean, life is already hard enough. I mean, if you're gonna bring somebody in the world, it needs to be aware they're gonna actually be able to live a life they want. And if there is spiritual perfection beyond this world, why would you look at it and be like, oh, I want to enter this world? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to enter the world like that? Doesn't make sense. Why would you want to, oh, I want to suffer. I want to get up and go and do something I don't want to do every day. I want to be broke. I want to barely be able to manage my own needs. Nobody wants that. We're forced here. The best way to say fuck it is to just not keep feeding it. Not keep, creating, charging your batteries up when you go to sleep at night, just so you can keep charging this system up that will never run out of energy, because you keep feeding more of these beings to it. And where do they come from? I mean, how does it all get started? Well, there's got to be something beyond this world, because everything just can't exist from nothing. It's, everything has to come from something. That something is consciousness. And it can create whatever it wants. It's just an empty void that can just become whatever it wants. Brandy Lewis says hi. How you doing? Just want to make this quick live. I've been saying I'd be going live for the last couple of days, so here it is. Here's my 171st live. I'll be back for another live sooner or later, but let's do this one and get it out of the way. Los Hapachos is me. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, I appreciate all my subscribers. We got well over 270 now, like 272 I think it is. So we're almost about, hopefully within a month we'll reach 300 subscribers. If not, I appreciate all the ones that I got. Hope I don't lose too many of you. Every time I look on there, it's like, oh, I've lost one. And then one comes back. I don't really care, guys. I mean, anybody wants to listen to my content is more than welcome. And I just, like I've always said, my channel is all about life in general. So just hang in there, guys. I love everybody, and I'll leave it open for a little bit, see if money comes on. I've already made the same old stuff I always talk about. You just get on here and go live, and then you make another one if you want, and you invite somebody, or you say that. Usually, just say the same thing you always say. I just keep, I'm still alive, still surviving in this crazy place. My parents spit me out into until eventually you reach the other hole, which is the grave. From one hole to the next. Fuck. Go ahead. Thanks for subbing, Lost Hot Spot. Cito, I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it open a little bit longer. This is not going to be really that long of a live. Sometimes I make like 2-hour lives. This is going to be one of the shorter ones. Appreciate everybody. And yeah, hang in there. I love you guys. Anybody have anything on their minds? You guys always listen to it later. That's another thing. People see, oh, he made a live, and then they listen to it later. I don't expect everybody to be listening right when I'm making it. That's usually not how it works. Some of these YouTubers I get on here and I see they're making a live, and it's like, yeah. And I see that they're making a live, and I usually am there while they're doing it, and I'm in the chat, but not always. Sometimes, oh, this person did this, and then I watch it later. But most of the time, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm there right when they're doing it. Like Tony Tiger or Steve Brown, I'm usually there when they're making a live in the chat. Anybody who is familiar with Black Hole knows that Black Hole is there. He's always making himself very present. Anytime I have any mind games going on, I spit it out and let everybody know about it. Oh my. Okay, so we already got 10 minutes in this live, so that's awesome. It's amazing when the camera rolls how fast time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do in my next one, my next content or anything. Might do something later today, might not, don't know. We're going to do this now, though, and get this out of the way. Appreciate everybody. Leave it open a little bit longer. Watching this sunrise here, it's Just like any other, just I look at a sunrise and I look at a baby in a carriage and it's like, oh, here we go again. Somebody else is going to suffer a whole nother day of suffering. Some people look at it and they say, oh, wow, the life is starting anew. Yeah, life is suffering. Being a slave and having to suck up so that people don't have to starve to death. It doesn't make sense. Nothing in this world makes any sense. How am I, bro? I'm just making alive. Yeah? Probably gonna go back to sleep here in a minute. I woke up at 3:30 to watch the fucking eclipse. I didn't even get to see much of it because it was, either below. It might have been just cloud cover. I don't know. The shadow might have been too big. But the last one was really obvious. This last year, a few months ago, it was up in the sky in the middle of the night, and it was really obvious. This one was just didn't see anything. Yeah, I saw it get covered up, but I didn't see anything. Anybody have anything on their minds? Talking about the eclipse. You don't know about the eclipse? We had a lunar eclipse this last few hours. I'm in Oklahoma City. I didn't see much of anything. Whatever. You guys can watch this live later. I mean, I can see that there's not many people here now. I got another like. Appreciate it. Keep the live open just a few more minutes. Not going to be really that long. I'll leave it up if you guys like it. I don't see why I wouldn't leave it up. It's not gonna stay up. Don't worry. Fuck. Birdie's chirping, whatever. Okay, guys, I'm ending it now. See you next time. Peace.